Once, in a quiet valley town surrounded by tall forests and rolling hills, there lived a young man named Ethan Hale. He was only 24, but the weight he carried inside his mind felt far older. His thoughts never rested. They rushed in like powerful waves, loud, messy, and impossible to control. Ethan spent his days worrying about the past and his nights fearing the future. Slowly, he forgot how peace felt. He forgot how to breathe deeply. He even forgot how to smile.
One day, Ethan heard about a remote village deep in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where an old and wise teacher lived. His name was Samuel Rowan, a former city psychologist who had once helped thousands of people calm their troubled minds. After years of work, he had left the noise of the city and chosen a life close to nature, offering wisdom only to those who truly sought it. Something inside Ethan lit up with hope. He felt that maybe, just maybe, this old man could help him escape the storm inside his head. So he packed a small bag and began walking through forests, steep cliffs, and winding mountain paths. After many exhausting days, he finally reached the small cabin hidden between tall pine trees. On the porch, Samuel Rowan sat quietly with his eyes closed, looking as calm as still water. Ethan walked toward him and said softly, "Sir, my mind is restless. My thoughts don't stop. I want peace. Please help me." Samuel slowly opened his eyes and gave him a gentle smile. "So you are searching for peace," he said. "Come, I will give you something simple." He filled a glass jar with water, completely full right to the edge, and handed it to Ethan. "Walk to the old oak tree at the edge of the village and come back," Samuel said. "But whatever happens, do not spill a single drop of water." Confused but determined, Ethan held the jar carefully and began walking. The village was noisy. Children laughed and played, farmers talked loudly in the fields, dogs barked from every corner, and the sound of chopping wood echoed through the air. But Ethan saw none of it. He didn't look left or right. His eyes stayed fixed only on the jar. Every step he took was slow, steady, and focused. After some time, he returned safely to Samuel's porch and said proudly, "Sir, I did it. I didn't spill a single drop." Samuel nodded with a knowing smile. "Good," he said. "But tell me, did you see the children playing by the well? Did you hear the dogs barking? Did you notice the people working in their fields?" Ethan looked confused and shook his head. "No, sir. I didn't notice anything. I was only focused on keeping the water safe." Samuel smiled again. "Exactly, Ethan. That is the secret you've been searching for. When your mind is completely in the present moment, there is no room for fear, regret, or overthinking. When you were holding that jar, you weren't living in the past, you weren't living in the future. You were right here, completely grounded in this moment. And in that moment, your mind became peaceful. For the first time in years, Ethan felt something shift inside him, a gentle, quiet understanding. Peace wasn't something he had to search for outside. Peace was already inside him. He had simply forgotten how to reach it. As the sun set behind the mountains and painted the sky in soft gold, Ethan bowed his head and whispered, "Sir, I understand now. If I want peace, I must train my mind to stay in this moment." Samuel Rowan smiled like someone who had watched many souls awaken over the years. Ethan walked back through the pine trees, not as the restless, confused young man who had arrived, but as someone who now knew how to silence the storm within. And if this story touched your heart, remember this. Peace doesn't come from the world around you, it comes from the world within you. Stay mindful, stay grounded, stay peaceful.